for a lot of areas, and we kind of stay hot.
It's time to get outside and celebrate the places that help us play, breathe, gather, and recharge. July is National Park and Recreation Month, and we're shining a spotlight on the power of the city's parks, recreation, and cultural services. Join the fun with an outdoor movie and silent disco at Hillside Community Center on July 17th. Then keep the good vibes going with music in the park on July 24th at Pinyon Valley Park. Visit coloradosprings.gov to learn more.
All right, my friends, well, we've got a storm that is rolling toward Pueblo that I at least wanted to take a look at here because I know it is looking dark off to the northwest of town. You can see that here on the right-hand side of the screen from Highway 50 and Wills Boulevard here. It's 74 degrees, so it's not particularly warm, and you can see the winds out of the north at 23 here as we are watching this storm come in from the northwest. Here's what radar looks like over the last half hour. This storm has moved out of southwestern El Paso County and is moving toward Pueblo, and you can see some occasional kind of strengthening of this storm as it kind of gets some white colors there on our radar, which is up above 60 dBz, which is pretty high. If we look at some of the other analytical tools that we have with this thing, the hail size with this is probably below 3/4 of an inch or around there right now. It is moving off to the southeast generally at about 22 miles per hour. It might be going a little bit further to the southeast here. I'm going to grab the front end of the core than what the computer is showing. And so that kind of drags it across the northeast side of Pueblo here over the next 30 to 45 minutes. So up around CSU Pueblo, out toward the airport, out toward Vineland and Baxter. This is coming your way here. It is not a severe storm right now. I can't rule out that as it moves eastward here at some point during the afternoon, it won't become one, but that's how it appears as of now. I've also seen some signs, and this is not surprising given the atmosphere here, of some signs of the storm kind of organizing and starting to rotate, but it is producing some outflow wind here, and you've got wind coming into the storm at about 35 miles per hour. And this is outflow here that we've got now coming away from the storm that is running in about the same vicinity here. So this is, you can think of this as kind of a mini cold front right here, heading out away from the storm. And that is going to spread off to the southeast as well. And so we'll get some gusty wind here in Pueblo over the next 35 minutes, even on the west side of town if you don't end up getting rain with it. So just something to be aware of here. The temperatures are going to drop as the outflow from this thunderstorm moves across the area. And it's a pretty decent storm, as I said here, especially given the time of day that it kind of started in the late morning. Again, it's just off to the north of town right now. If I measure it from downtown, it is about, let's say, 8 miles up to the north. And again, going to mainly scoot across the northeastern parts of town. So I just wanted to make you aware of it. Let you know that we're keeping our eye on it here, and don't see any severe weather with it as of now, but we'll keep watching this thing. Let's check out how tall it is in the atmosphere. That's something we kind of look at here to see in terms of severe weather, and it's a pretty low-topped storm at the present time, which again is one of the reasons why we don't have a severe thunderstorm warning or anything with it. But it is coming into the north end of town here, off across the northeastern sections of Pueblo West. We are getting some rain now. Might be some small hail in there as well. Anytime storms are moving your way and we are doing live coverage, you're always welcome to join us with our links that we have for you, vmix.at, zmSjK, the S and K capitalized, and vmix.at, 1RJSL1 with the J and S capitalized. So we'll keep an eye on this thing here, but Pueblo up on the north end, especially to the north of Highway 50, this storm is going to impact you here over the next half hour. Just something to be aware of. Here is hoping that you get rain and not hail with it, and if you get hail, it remains small. As we head through the rest of the afternoon, it is sort of from where this storm is now and off to the southeast where we are most likely to get severe weather today. There are some storms that are ongoing up across the northern sections of El Paso County. When you get storms rolling through in the late part of the morning, it takes some of the energy in the atmosphere. So I still can't rule it out in areas that you see there in orange. I just think it's most likely here in the southeastern corner of the state, particularly in the southeast corner. So I'm going to draw a little area that I think here has a little bit higher risk, at least the highest risk for some hail greater than maybe 1.5 inches in diameter. It's kind of from La Junta to Lamar and off to the southeast. In this area, we could get some hail between 1.5 and 2 inches in diameter later on today. To the northwest of there, I think we're probably looking hail around 1 inch, maybe 1.25 inches with the strongest storm or two that we might have. It's also possible in the southeastern corner, not a huge tornado risk today, but at least a possibility of one of the storms maybe becoming capable of that. So I always like to let you know about that as a possibility. Before I let you go here, I am going to show you the visible satellite across the area and kind of show you where things are here. You can see that we've had some morning low clouds out across the eastern plains behind a cold front moving in, and you can see some convection that's been over the mountains this morning that is moving off to the southeast. So aloft, you've got this happening. At the surface, you have low-level moisture behind the front that's surging back toward the hills. And so it's this area in here where those two things meet up, where we're watching for the back part of the afternoon. And there is enough energy that, as I said, we're concerned about perhaps the of some thunderstorms. So just keep the Peaks to Plains weather app here handy through the course of the afternoon. If we get a severe thunderstorm watch or when we get severe thunderstorms, we'll let you know about that. And if you haven't yet, you should download the Peaks to Plains weather app and tell your friends about it. You can scan this QR code if you're looking at us here on YouTube, maybe on a desktop, or if you're watching on Roku right now. Otherwise, you can just search Peaks, the number 2, Plains, in the App Store or Google Play, and please tell your friends about it. We would appreciate that. So you've been watching Peaks to Plains weather, our weather together here on this Thursday early afternoon now. Just wanted to keep you aware of the thunderstorm off to the north of Pueblo. Love your yard with a new outdoor space from F&D Landscaping. From a new build to a new project in an existing yard, we listen and give you the yard you want within your budget. Lawns, water features, xeriscaping. We've got the artistic touch and technical know-how to bring the peak of Colorado outdoor living to your home. Reliable, trustworthy. Visit fblandscapes.com to schedule a free consultation today.